Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Wonderful deep divers, we are out here in Jurassic Park. Beautiful day, sun making a cameo once again. I'm sending you tons of amazing energy, deep divers. Take that. There you go. Notes to self, let's talk about it. Notes to self by Ralph Smart. Let me go through some notes to self that I use, that I remind myself of every single day to become my greatest version. You've seen notes to self, right? Floating around the internet, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Note to self, Ralph Smart, please, for once, eat breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Let's just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Important notes to self that will help you become your greatest version. After this video, you're gonna have amazing notes to self that are gonna propel you to the next level. Every single day, there are things which I never forget. There are things I always remind myself of. There are notes to self that have changed my entire life, deep divers. We ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? As soon as I wake up, an important note to self that Ralph Smart writes down is to let that shit go. That's right. I know what it's like. It's hard to do. Many times we are holding on to heavy energy. Many times you're holding onto a grudge. Many times you're not talking to a person because they stepped on your shoe. Ouch. It can be the smallest things that can take up the biggest spaces in our life. The smallest things that can take up the biggest space in our mind. The smallest things that can make us lose sleep. But over time, deep divers, I've learned that that is not worth losing sleep over. I know what it's like. Sometimes people screw us over. Sometimes situations are really shitty and it's hard to let that shit go because our mind is still invested in it. But I've realized to sleep well, to be healthier, I gotta let that shit go, and that's what I'm doing. We don't control what happens outside there, but we can control how we respond to it. What is another important note to self? Ralph Smart writes down, that is to speak my truth even if my voice shakes. Slow motion this side. A lot of people say, Ralph, how come you're inspiring millions of people? I don't sugarcoat anything. That's how come. I always speak my heart and mind. I talk about topics most people wouldn't even talk about. Most people wouldn't even touch with a 10-foot pole, right? Because I realize the only way to level up is to be fearless, is to be brave, is to stop trying to people please and start becoming more authentic. So every single day, that note to self is to speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. You got to be brave, deep divers. People are going to judge you regardless. You came here to live your truth, not live up to other people's expectations of you. Slow motion this side. An important note to self, a daily reminder. As soon as I wake up, deep divers, I say, note to self, stop pretending to be someone that you're not. Stop pretending to be someone you aren't. You see, I know what it's like. A lot of us, we want to be other people because we're not truly content with who we are. We don't love ourselves. We don't accept ourselves. We spend our whole lives on Instagram going through people's profiles. Oh, that person has got a better life than me, and this person, no. Your life is pretty awesome if you can come to accept yourself, if you can come to learn how to love yourself. I've seen it along my journey. So note to self every single day, Ralph, stop pretending to be someone you're not. And that ties into speaking your truth. I can't tell you, deep divers, how this has changed my life. Well, I can. It has changed my life, right? And that's why I'm always leveling up. An important note to self. What I always remind myself of every single day is that this too shall pass. That no storm can last forever. It may be stormy now, it may be cloudy now, but the sun up there will shine again, right? So I've realized that I always remind myself as soon as I wake up, Ralph Smart, you'll get through this. Ralph Smart, no matter how bad it looks right now, keep a positive mental attitude. Deep divers, just think of all the things you have got through in this life. You are a superhero. Just think about the times when you thought you would never ever overcome a situation, a life challenge, and you actually did. Note to self, I am stronger than I think. I am more powerful than I ever imagined. Yes, you are. You are powerful beyond measure. An important note to self. Don't worry about fitting in when you're custom made. What? Slow motion this side. Like, I expect you to find me weird. Unless you're like a true hardcore deep diver, you'll be like, oh, that's just Ralph, right? But if you're new to this, you'll be like, oh, look at that weirdo who's just saying peace every single day, who has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Oh my gosh, that's right. Own your weirdness. Be the weirdo that you came here to be. You just might get 1 million subscribers on YouTube like I did, right? So that's an important note to self. Don't worry about fitting in. All the successful people I know, they stand out like a sore thumb, right? They are different, right? They are unique, but more so, they are authentic. That's an important note to self, okay? 7-day vegan challenge, an important note to self. All life forms are precious. All life forms deserve respect. And that's what I've seen along my journey. The reason why I'm eating plant-based is because I actually care about animals, not just the cat down the road, also the pig down the road, and the sheep down the road, and the cow down the road. I've realized that who am I to take another life when I can't create it? What? Slow motion this side. So that's a great note to self. Don't destroy what you cannot create. Okay? An important note to self that has changed Ralph Smart's life forever. Schedule time to breathe in that good ass prana, baby. Make time for nature. That's what I'm doing every single day. I gotta be in nature minimum 1 hour every single day. And that's why I record outside in nature. I know what it's like. Sometimes you get stuck indoors, but just deep divers, note to self, go to the beach. There are no beaches near me, Ralph. Go to the park. They all got closed down, Ralph. Just go for a walk, okay? Right? And then start, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. And that is so good for my mental health. Every single day, to spend more time in nature, go hiking, find new trails, okay? I love it. An important note to self. What's helped me along my journey, deep divers, is to always remind myself this, that You got to stop living in the past. You got to stop dwelling on the past. And you got to stop worrying about the future, something which has not happened yet. Important note to self, Ralph Smart: be as present as you can every single day. I'm not worrying about what's going to happen. I'm not worrying about what has happened. All there is now. All there is now, and that's what I'm concerned about. Absorbing myself in the present moment. An important note to self, deep divers, that has changed my entire life. Someone, somewhere, over the rainbow, cares about you. That's right. There is someone who is absolutely infatuated with you, who adores you. Many times what happens? We think we're not good enough. Important note to self, we totally are. But I've seen along my journey that there are so many people that love me, and that feels amazing. But I got to remind myself that actually, Ralph, you impact people more than you know. Like, people always tell me, Ralph, your videos have changed my life. But sometimes I'm just like, oh, cool. But like every single day, deep divers, I actually meditate on that I'm impacting people. I'm changing people's lives every single day. And that feels so fantastic. So an important note to self is that someone loves you. Someone cares about you. But also, you got to start loving yourself. That's another important note to self. But just realize how loved you are and really start to love yourself. An important note to self: it's okay to say no. It's okay to call it quits. You don't have to force yourself to do something against your own will. You don't have to force yourself to say no when you want to say yes. You don't have to force yourself to say yes when you want to say no. Don't tell them yes when it's actually a no to yourself. So over time, I've learned to really express myself and realize I don't have to do everything all at once. A lot of us, we are overwhelming ourselves. An important note to self for me was to detox. Sometimes I enter my phone and I just turn it off. Go off, right? And it doesn't go off, right? I've learned that you've got to learn how to stop overwhelming yourself. And that's why I'm in nature. I keep my mind free and it feels fantastic. An important note to self, deep divers, is to realize when you die, this can't come with you. This iPhone X can't come with you. Your car can't come with you, I'm afraid. Not even the cat down the road can come with you. Your money cannot come with you. It's you alone. So when we die, and by the way, we never die because we are energy, but when we transition, we can't take all of these material possessions with us. So I always remind myself that actually the only thing that will last is the love in your heart. The only thing that will last is the energy that you have right now in this lifetime. That will go on to the next one. And then we'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful deep divers. We are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Just woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who is breathing in that good ass prana. Get the good ass prana shirts right now. Head to ralphsmart.com/clothes. Look amazing. Get the new book, Deep Divers, on Amazon. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart. Giving a few away only on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Deep Divers, I love you. The sun loves you. Apparently the cat down the road does also. Have a beautiful day. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You. Note to self, just woo, breathe in that good ass prana, baby.